The film begins in Russia during World War II. A 6-year-old boy, Sergey, is enjoying a peaceful day with his family by a river. His brother, Pantiko, is fishing and his mother is doing laundry. The calm is broken by the roar of German fighter jets. His mother tells him to hide, but little Sergey, unafraid, smiles, picks up his slingshot, and throws a stone at the jet. Just then, the plane explodes and crashes. But when Sergey turns around, his mother and brother are gone. Frozen by fear, he wakes up. It was all a dream. His neighbor knocks on the door. Grateful Sergey is alive, but she whispers tearfully that his mother and brother are gone. The child doesn't understand and insists on waiting for his mother. The woman tells him that the Germans have attacked and he must flee. As she packs, German soldiers arrive. She tells Sergey to escape out the window, and as he runs, a bullet hits her. Sergey keeps running through the woods, watching his house burn, calling for his mother with no answer. He spends the night alone and terrified in the cold forest. The next morning, while drinking water at the river, he hears the voices of German soldiers who are eating nearby. He hides. And when a snake slithers close, he is scared, but he stays silent so as not to be discovered. After the soldiers leave, Sergey, hungry and weak, emerges. He keeps walking, tired, scared, and limping with a broken sandal. He finds wild berries and eats them. But suddenly there is an explosion that throws him to the ground. He gets up and grabs a stick, ready to fight, even though no one is nearby. He is exhausted and injured. 2 Soviet soldiers find him and take him to their camp. Commander Kuznetsov is giving a report when a soldier enters with Sergey. The commander seats him and asks his name and where he is from. Sergey replies quietly, "I'm from Shishkin. My mom and brother, they're gone." The commander comforts him, saying, "You are a brave soul, and brave people don't cry." He gives Sergey food. Outside, the soldiers prepare for a major battle. Sergey is treated at the base. A nurse, Katya, tries to clean his wounds and offers him popcorn, but he says he doesn't like it. He likes army tanks. The nurse laughs softly. "All right, I'll give you all the tanks you want, but first, you need to get better." The next day, Commander Kuznetsov comes to visit him. Sergey looks up and says proudly, "When I grow up, I'm going to be a soldier too." The commander smiles. "You already have the heart of a brave one," he says warmly. Sergey's eyes sparkle as he asks, "Do you have a medal? And a pistol too?" The commander nods and shows him both. "This pistol was given to me by the general himself," he says, "for fighting bravely and helping our country win." Sergey, full of curiosity, asks, "Do you have an airplane too?" The commander chuckles. "No, not that one." So Sergey takes the commander's hand and draws a little airplane on it with his finger. Outside, the nurse, Katya, talks to the commander. "Sergey's such a smart boy," she says softly, "and so sweet. We even have goat's milk here. Why don't we just keep him with us? He has no one left now. His family is gone." The commander's face turns serious. "This is a battlefield," he says quietly. "There's no place for a child here. If he stays, his life will always be in danger." And with that, he walks away. Katya feels heartbroken. Later that evening, Sergey is talking with a kind soldier named Jura. Jura brings him a small gift, a pair of binoculars. Sergey loves them instantly. That night, Katya speaks to another nurse. "That little boy, he's so brave and so full of life. I can't let him go," she says sadly. "But the commander wants to send him away. If that happens, I may never see him again." The next morning, a soldier approaches the commander and says, "Sir, we need another machine gun for the fight ahead. And also, everyone in the regiment has grown fond of Sergey. Please, sir, don't send him away." But the commander shakes his head. "It's too dangerous here. I've already signed the papers. He'll be sent to an orphanage." The soldier leaves, disappointed. Even the commander feels the weight of his own decision. Deep down, he doesn't want the boy to go either. The following day, a car arrives to take Sergey away. When the boy sees the commander, he stands straight and salutes, just like a real soldier. The commander brings him a wooden toy gun. Sergey hugs him tightly, tears in his eyes. "I don't want to go," he cries. "They'll kill me out there. Please, let me stay with you." The commander's eyes soften. He kneels down and asks gently, "Sergey, would you like to be my son?" Sergey nods, smiling through his tears. The commander rips the orphanage papers to pieces. That night, all the soldiers gather around, sewing together a little army uniform for Sergey. Each one gives advice on how to make it fit perfectly. Later, the commander wakes Sergey from his sleep. A real soldier never sleeps too long. You must be ready before a matchstick burns out. Sergey gets dressed in his brand new uniform, his heart filled with pride. As he steps outside, all the soldiers salute him. But suddenly, the sky roars. German planes appear above them, and bombs begin to fall. The base shakes as explosions erupt around them. Many soldiers are wounded, and the real test of courage begins. Sergey began asking everyone about Commander Kuznetsov and Aunt Katya, but no one had any answers. Finally, he went to a doctor and asked, "Have you seen Aunt Katya or the commander? They're alive and right." The doctor looked at him, his voice calm but heavy. "In war, son, we don't ask who lived or who died. A soldier's only mission is to help his country win." He gently placed a hand on Sergey's shoulder. "We have many wounded soldiers here. Why don't you help them?" Without a word, Sergey began giving water to every injured man he could find. One soldier handed him a letter. It was from the soldier's family. Sergey opened it and began reading aloud. "Everything is fine at home. Our cow is healthy again, and she's giving plenty of milk. We'll win this war." A faint smile appeared on the soldier's face. In the next scene, we see Katya again. She's gently tucking Sergey into bed. As she does, the commander arrives. The way he looks at her, you can tell he cares deeply for her. He's about to say something from his heart, but before he can, Sergey wakes up, smiles, and runs straight into the commander's arms. Later, the commander takes Sergey for a walk. Along the way, the boy asks, "Who should I thank for my uniform?" The commander takes him to the tailor's tent, but when they get there, it's nothing but ashes. The tent was destroyed in a German air raid. Sergey's face falls. The commander quietly says, "In war, son, there's no time for little thank yous." The next day, the commander meets with his men to plan their next move. Sergey appears and proudly asks, "What's my mission for today?" The commander smiles and says, "A truck will arrive soon with letters for our soldiers. You'll collect them and deliver each one." Sergey salutes, takes the mailbag, and runs off. One by one, he hands out letters, but being a little mischievous, he makes the soldiers dance before giving them their mail. The men laugh, and for a few moments, the war feels far away. The following day, Sergey uses his binoculars to scan the nearby fields. Suddenly, he spots something, a hidden soldier's leg sticking out from the tall grass. He rushes back to the base and alerts the unit. The Soviet soldiers quickly move in, and together, they capture a group of German spies hiding nearby. The entire regiment celebrates Sergey's bravery. That evening, the commander comes to him and says, "The government has approved it. From today, you are my son." Sergey's eyes fill with joy. The commander takes him to share the news with Katya. By the riverbank, Katya sits quietly. Just then, a soldier approaches her with a bouquet of flowers. After the war, he says softly, "I'll bring you even more beautiful ones, because I love you." Katya blushes, and they talk for a while. The commander sees it all from a distance, his heart heavy, his eyes quiet with pain, because he too loves Katya. Sergey runs up to her, smiling. "I didn't come alone, the commander's here too." But the commander only stands there for a moment, then silently walks away. Days later, the war returns in full force. Sergey carries ammunition boxes to the front lines, helping the soldiers reload their rifles. He delivers one last box and heads back toward the camp. Meanwhile, the commander scans the battlefield through his binoculars. A soldier rushes in, shouting, "Sir, someone's cut the communication wire. We've lost contact with the control room." The commander immediately orders, "Go fix it, right now." The soldier runs off, but Sergey quietly follows him. Suddenly, German fire rains down. The soldier is hit and falls to the ground. Sergey rushes to him, panicked. "Where do I connect these wires?" He cries. With fading strength, the soldier whispers, "Just connect them together, and the signal will return." Without hesitation, Sergey kneels in the open field, bullets flying past, and joins the wires together. Sparks fly, and the connection is restored. The Soviet line comes alive again, all because of one brave little boy. That night, Sergey sat beside a soldier by the fire and asked curiously, "How do people get married?" The soldier smiled warmly. "Well, first, two people fall in love, and then they get married." Sergey's eyes lit up, an idea forming in his young mind. The next day, he ran to Katya and said, "Commander isn't feeling well. He hasn't eaten or drunk anything all day." Worried, Katya immediately grabbed her things and followed Sergey to the commander's tent. The moment they arrived, Sergey quietly slipped away, leaving them alone. Katya looked at the commander and asked gently, "Why aren't you eating? Are you sick?" The commander gave a faint smile. "Who told you that?" "Sergey did," she replied softly. The commander chuckled. "I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing to worry about." Katia didn't say another word. She simply turned and walked away. As she left, the commander realized maybe he'd said the wrong thing. He sighed and followed her outside. Meanwhile, Sergey stood on a wooden lookout post, scanning the area through his binoculars. Suddenly, he spotted a cat in the distance, and moments later, the barking of dogs filled the air. He ran down to the soldiers training the dogs and asked excitedly, "Can I ride one of them?" The soldiers laughed and nodded. Sergey climbed on, laughing as the dogs trotted along, until they suddenly saw the cat and started chasing it. But the cat was running toward a field filled with hidden mines. Before Sergey could react, a soldier raced in on a motorcycle, blocking the dogs just in time, saving Sergey's life. Later, we see the commander and Katia again. The commander finally gathers the courage to speak his heart. "Katia," he says softly, "will you be Sergey's mother?" Katia smiles and says yes. Just then, a postman arrives, handing the commander a letter. "Sir, this just came in from Army headquarters." The commander nods and tells him to leave it on the table. The next day, all the soldiers, along with the commander and Sergey, prepare to move out. Orders from headquarters relocate their base to a new position. On the way, they stop by a small house to have lunch. As they eat, Sergey's eyes wander up to the ceiling. Part of it was broken, covered only by a piece of cloth. He asks curiously what happened here. A man inside the house explains, "A German bomb fell through the roof and hit the floor, but it never exploded, so I covered it with a cloth." The commander's expression changes immediately. Everyone out of the house. Now, the soldiers carefully remove the bomb and take it to a safe location. Sergey waits outside in the commander's jeep, playing with a small pistol he found. Suddenly, a loud explosion shakes the ground. Smoke and fire rise in the distance. Several soldiers are wounded, including the commander himself. Even then, he calls out to his men, "Keep moving forward." Later, we see the commander speaking with a general. "I've gathered all my soldiers," he reports firmly. Just then, Sergey walks in, salutes smartly, and asks, "Commander, what's my mission today?" The commander smiles. "Today, you'll inspect the soldiers' uniforms." Sergey salutes again and takes his mission seriously. He gathers all the soldiers together and announces, "Anyone with torn boots, step forward." He carefully inspects everyone one by one, while another soldier writes down the names of those who need replacements. Once the task is done, Sergey proudly walks to the general. "Sir, I've listed the names of all the soldiers with torn boots." The general smiles, and "Well done, young soldier, well done." The next day, Sergey was called before the general. In front of the entire regiment, the general pinned a medal to his chest, honoring the young boy's incredible bravery in battle. At the same ceremony, the commander's battalion was awarded the Guard Unit flag, a symbol of courage and sacrifice. But that night, during another battle, tragedy struck. An explosion went off near the commander, and he was badly injured. Sergey rushed to his side, tears filling his eyes. Katia tried to comfort him, whispering, "Your dad is alive, Sergey. He's going to be fine." Sergey sat beside the commander, holding his hand tightly. The commander opened his eyes, his voice weak but steady. "Don't cry, son, because a soldier never cries." The next morning, Sergey marched alongside his battalion once again. The war was finally over. Germany had surrendered. Sergey's story isn't just about war. It's about courage, hope, and never giving up. A little boy who lost everything, yet still chose to stand tall and fight.